Hi, I'm Jim Mann with Homestyle Southern Cooking. Thanks for having me back into your house today. It's getting close to dinner time and I wanted to fix something that was quick tonight, so I'm going to bring you sort of an American style tamale pie. It's not a really tamale pie like you'd find in Mexico, but it's really good, it's quick, and it's something that you can make for your family. So we'll get started I bought a pound of, I usually buy ground sirloin if I can get it, because there's very little grease in it when you get that. So as you can see, I got my cast iron skillet and it's hot, so you can hear it. It's sizzling. All right, I'm gonna get this nice and brown, but first I'm gonna put a little bit of salt on here. And I'll put a little bit of pepper. We know how I like pepper, so I like to use the great big butcher's block. So I'm going to get this all nice and brown, and we'll come back and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. You can see by buying the ground sirloin, there's hardly any grease at all in here. So that's why I like to buy the sirloin. Okay, that's pretty nice and brown. So what I'm going to do now, if you were in the States, or somewhere where you could find enchilada sauce, I would tell you to buy that. But I always tell you to use what you have in your cabinet. So I don't have that here. So I have some picante salsa. I'm going to add that whole jar of salsa into there. To that, I'm going to add, I've got 1 teaspoon of chili powder. I'll put that in there. I have got 5 teaspoons of chilies, okay? So this could be a little spicy. If you don't like spicy food, I would suggest maybe leave those out. And then I have 1.25 cups of cheddar cheese. Put the cheddar cheese in there. And then I'm gonna mix these all together. Now my oven's been set on 350 degrees. When this gets mixed together, I'm gonna come over to the counter and show you what we're gonna do next. So let me get this all mixed up and I'll move this over there and I'll be back to you in a second. As you can see, this has come together really well and it just smells amazing. All right, I showed you in the past video how you can make cornbread from scratch, but like I said, I'm gonna bring you a simple recipe. I'm just gonna use regular box Jiffy Mix cornbread. And I'm going to make it just like the ingredients, just like the box suggests. The box calls for 1 egg, which I will scramble just a little bit to make sure it's heat up a little bit. And the box recipe calls for 1/3 cup of milk. And then we'll get this all mixed up. Like I said, it's a very quick meal. It's a delicious meal. Serve this with a salad, and it'll be something I'm sure that your family will really like. Like I said, my oven's been set for 350, and then once I get this, I'm gonna spread this on the top of my sauce here, my hamburger meat and everything. Then I'm gonna let it bake for about 30-35 minutes. So I'm going to take this and we'll smooth this down a little bit. And then I'm going to pour them. I'm going to get a bigger spoon. I'm going to pour my cornbread right on top of here. I'm going to try to spread it around as much as I can on the top. And of course this will spread out some anyhow once it bakes. But like I said, I wish you could, I've told you all so many times, I wish I could share the smell with you, okay? All right, there we go. As you can see, the cast iron skillets get really hot, and I found these wonderful little covers that you can slide right on. They're silicone, and it keeps you from burning your hands. But I love cooking with cast iron. I've always loved cooking with cast iron. People say it's so much trouble and so much work. It really isn't. It's the simplest cookware to use if you use it every day and you take care of it properly. This skillet has probably been around for at least 100 years. So into the oven it goes now at 350 for about 35 minutes, and I'll be back with you. Our tamale pie has been in the oven for 35 minutes, and I just checked and it's ready to come out. So let me get my little cover, because it's in my cast iron skillet, and put it on here because it's going to be very hot. Boy, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this cool down for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back, we're going to cut it. Our tamale pie has been cooling for about 15 minutes, so you see it's still hot, but I can touch the handle now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it in fours first, and then cut a piece out of that. Then I'll turn and I'll cut a piece right here. And I've got, what better than a chili plate for a tamale pie? Let me see if I can get the first piece out here. And there we go. I'll have to let some of the hamburger in here. But there is our tamale pie. I'm going to turn this around so you can see this. And that's what's for dinner tonight. I cannot wait to try this. It looks delicious. I hope you'll try it. Very simple recipe, quick dinner meal for you. And if you wanted to, you could chop up some tomatoes and onions, and if you had some cilantro, you could put it on top of this and serve it, and some sour cream on top of it. I'm going to eat mine just plain because I like the taste of cornbread too. Thank you for following me on Facebook and subscribing to me on YouTube. Tell your friends about the channel, and please keep on supporting me. You have been my support, my mainstay, and I really, really appreciate it. You're my family, my friends. I appreciate each one of y'all. Take care of yourself. Give yourselves a big hug. I'm going to enjoy my tamale pie. I hope you'll try it. Until next time, this is Jim in Mexico saying you take care of yourself. I love you all. God bless.